So basically, the theme for this year is amplifying youth voices, building legacies. Can you say after us? Amplifying youth voices, building legacies. Can we do it all alone? All right, thank you very much. And so I don't know if our media team, you are ready so that we slot in the various sponsors and their clips.
Media team.
To do is stop deforestation and make
our old ICT center where we having enough IT equipment.
We had less than 20 pieces in our laboratories, which was making learning for students to have practical example very difficult for us.
We're finding it difficult in accessing the internet. So we go in batches and this will not help. Sometimes it delays in our research purposes.
When I told say about my dream of becoming an web developer, it was like, with these systems, it's going to be difficult.
Services of our motherland, we are born to give our best.
I am highly elated to be here in my capacity as the outgoing board chairman and to celebrate with you the opening of an important monument that is going to change the lives of our children who are in their formative years.
As part of our digital initiatives, MTN Ghana Foundation thought it wise that we need to equip our institutions with facilities that can enhance their ICT training, AI, and think about all the modern trends that we do have, and it falls under our education pillar. So Yellow Krobo is one of such beneficiaries. What we provided for Yellow Krobo ICT Center is 40-seater desktop and 2 interactive boards. These equipment are to enhance their ICT and digital training.
I'm overjoyed because the ultra-modern IT lab, which has been built, has brought so many joy to we students. Now we'll be able to get access to the internet, be able to do more of our research and present more about whatever topic will be given by our teachers.
Doing things manually is going to change, whereby everything the teacher needs to write it on a board or write it on paper for us. We are now getting the opportunity to have everything digitalized.
On behalf of the Director General of Ghana Education Service and the entire management team, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the MTN Ghana Foundation for their generous support in establishing a state-of-the-art ICT center at this very school.
Thank you, MTF Foundation,
for building this ultra-modern IT lab for Yulokobo Senior High School.
We love and cherish your support towards our school.
And I know we are going to put it to good use for the benefit of all the school and all the children, the teachers and everybody in the community.
We are much grateful for whatever you've done for us.
A round of applause as she mounts the stage. All right. Please keep clapping till she gets here.
They're all coming. Fantastic. Good morning, everyone. It's okay. It's okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nancy Drost, and I'm the field manager of the We North program. We stands for Women's Economic Empowerment. And I brought some young women with me today. They're currently at Lamashego Technical Institute. These are all young women. There isn't a single man in here. They're all young women. And they're all young women who want to study the industrial trades. These trades are things like plumbing, welding, electricals, solar, bricklaying, tiling, all these kinds of things. What am I missing? Carpentry. Am I missing one? Plumbing. Yeah. Tiling, block laying. Okay. So these young women have chosen this as a career path. This is quite different. Mostly these career paths go to men, don't they? Yes, but probably from the time that these young women were small, they've seen somebody working around in that particular trade, and they decided, I want to do that. But probably they never had the chance to do it. Mostly young women are streamed into doing other things, more careers that are defined by being feminine in this culture. That could be teaching, nursing, sewing, cooking, hairdressing, these kinds of things. Those things are fine, but often those kinds of jobs are choked, what we call choked. There are lots of women going into them. So we wanted to give women the chance to go into an alternative career and to make money in the construction sector and the industrial sector. So this was an important choice that they have. So how can I relate that to today's theme, amplifying voices? Amplifying voices, building legacies. Well, let me tell you, these young women are definitely building legacies. Before the We North project started, there were only 15 qualified women in the industrial trades. 15, 1-5. And since the We North project came, now there are 2,000 and almost 400. So the industrial sector in northern Ghana will never be the same. That's the legacy. And you all, young women, young men, have an opportunity as well, you know, to do something different. Not always the same thing. Think of doing something different. Be creative. Amplify your voice like these young women are amplifying their voices in building legacies for a new Ghana. Thank you very much. Thank you, girls. Well done.
I believe you can do much better with the applause. Kindly.
Oh, you can do better than this. Very interesting. So basically, women in male-dominated spaces. We love to see that. Moving on, would like to call on our next sponsor, that's Pure Earth Ghana, to give us their sponsor's message. Please give her a round of applause as she mounts the stage. Please, whenever I call on someone, continue to clap until they get here, okay? Boost their morale. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good morning. How are we all doing? Okay, so I'll start with a brief introduction about myself and about Pure Earth. So my name is Blessing Enyonang Badago. I'm a project manager at Pure Earth Ghana. It's an environmental NGO, and we are into solving pollution, especially toxic pollution that has to do with mercury and then especially lead as well. All right, so our message is pretty short. We are amplify the voices of the youth. Need information to be able to do that. We need knowledge about what we need to amplify out there, right? All right, so I'm going to talk about lead briefly. I'll do a very short presentation that would even give you a background about what we do, about how you can also contribute to amplifying your voice and then to be able to make change and then impact change in our society. So I'd ask a very simple question. Do we know what lead is? Does anyone know what lead is? What about mercury? Do you know mercury? Okay.
Matter Inspires Foundation presents Youth Empowerment Summit 2025. Oh yes, join us for the 10th edition of the Youth Empowerment Summit, celebrating 10 years of empowering young minds. This year's summit promises to be bigger and better. This year's event is on the theme Amplifying Youth Voices, Building Legacies. Join us on Saturday, August 16, 2025 at the Sanctuary of Wind.
Mercury is, but it's always found in thermometers.
All right, clap for her. All right, so you see me after today's event for your gift. Okay, so I was supposed to have a presentation show up here. Is it available? Is it? Okay, so I'll go without it. So I want to talk about why we are here. So we are Pure Earth. Why I'm here today is just to, give you a background about what pollution and especially toxic pollution is. It is something that is not really talked about. It is something that we don't really know about. And then at the end of today's event, I'm looking forward to having all of you go out of here and be ambassadors of change. All right? Are you ready to do that? Good. All right, so do you all know how important our environment is to our health and to our community? We do know, right? Cleanliness is next to godliness. We also know that pollution and then, making our environment dirty has effects on us. All right, so I'm going to talk about lead poisoning. Okay, from what I realized, we do not really know what lead is. Lead is a heavy metal. It is found in, let me use a typical example, it's our car batteries. You know car batteries? Yes. So inside a car batteries, what happens is more or less about 90% lead. What happens to car batteries when they get spoiled? Or what happens to your dad's car? The battery, what does your dad do with it when it gets spoiled? Sorry? Who would like to talk? What happens? Okay, I hear someone say it is sent to the Mechanic, yes. Yes, that's one way. And then we also have instances where the car batteries is left in the house, right? You know scrap dealers, right? What do? They buy them. Thank you very much. So what happens is we have scrap dealers going around. They pick these car batteries and then take them to recyclers and then also some manufacturers. Okay, now that's what they do with the lead. But then one thing about lead, the next slide please. How lead enters the body. We know it's a toxic metal. We know it is found in car batteries and many other things. But then we know it is not good for our health. Okay, one of the ways where lead can enter into our body is through our skin. It is through ingestion. That's when you eat lead or when you inhale. And then we are saying lead is dangerous. The reason why we are saying lead and even mercury is dangerous is, one, it causes damage to the brain. Okay, instead of children or we young people having brains that are, functioning very properly for us to be able to grasp whatever we are being taught in school, to be able to amplify our voice with it, it hinders that. So that's one effect. It also has effect on IQ. It also links to lung health problems. Now, moving on to the lead situation in Ghana, one thing Pure Earth has done is what we've partnered with the Environmental Protection Agency, the Ghana Health Service, and we did a survey to see the levels of lead in blood of children. This is something that is really not heard about, but then we carried out that study and we realized that 1 out of every 2 child you would pick has high lead levels. Now, we did also a source assessment to see where this lead is coming from. And we realized there were 2 sources. One is Chilo. Do you know Chilo? Yes. I'm not saying all of it, but then most of the Chilo that we tested had very high levels of lead. We tested metallic cookware also, and it had very high levels of lead. So one thing Pure Earth is doing is to, we are partnering with our government agencies to implement solutions. We are working on replacing, cookwares that are leaded in our homes with lead-free ones. We are also recommending some lead-free eyeliners so that at the end of the day, we are going to have children who are in a world or they are able to live to. Yes. And then this morning, we are going to look at how we can make a difference here. Now, I know we know what lead is. Probably not directly, but you know where lead can be found, right? Good. We also know that lead can be found in our homes. This is news, but then this is something we have learned today. So what can we do? What we can do as young people is to, advocate, advise, our parents, our siblings, our community members about what lead pollution can cause. Okay, we are now in the process of replacing these leaded items in our homes. It's going to take a while, but then what we can do now is to advocate for it now. We want you to add your voices to the voice of Pure Earth, to the voice of the Environmental Protection Agency and other governmental agencies to be able to, amplify the voice, be advocates of change in this. One thing we know we can do as individuals, one thing I would urge you to do as young people, as you go home today, one thing, how you can spread also is to using your, our social media channels. Okay, we can amplify it through that. We can educate our colleagues back in school about, I learned about what lead is. Do you know what lead is? So this is what lead does. Also, coming down to mercury, mercury is usually used by illegal miners, and then it gets into the body one way or the other, causing damage to the brain, to kidney, and so on and so forth. Do we want to be able to live a full life where we can be able to amplify our voices well? Yes, if that is what we are looking for, then let us advise ourselves as we are growing up. Let us not grow to, into these professions where we have to be using these, toxic substances that would in turn affect us. Okay? Also, one thing I would also say is, advocate. Tell your parents, tell your uncles, your family members who are into, this recycling activities, this uses of mercury, lead in their homes. You advocate, you are going to live here as advocates, okay? Do we promise to do that? Do you promise to do that? Now we know what lead is. We know what mercury is. Okay, then we are going to pledge, okay, to be advocates on this. Put your right hand on your chest. Yes, and then the other hand up. You say I, and then you mention your name. I promise to be an ambassador of environmental change. So help me God. Thank you very much.
Matter Inspires Foundation presents Youth Empowerment Summit 2025. Oh yes, join us for the 10th edition.
Another round of applause. I think right about now we are very conversant with our theme for this year. So can we do that together? Let's see if we can remember. What's this year's theme for the 10th anniversary? It's not too audible. Can we do it much better? Hey. Okay, anyway, thank you very much. And so we are still here amplifying youth voices at the 10th anniversary of the biggest, undoubtedly, youth summit in northern Ghana. And this is the 10th edition, and we're marking it in grand style. So right about now, we'll get through with some acknowledgement as we wait for the next item on the bill. Well, let's get on straight with our sponsors. The lead sponsor, MTN Ghana, also supported by Twisco, Savannah Opticals and Eye Care, Majesty Galaxy Travel and Tour, Bell Beverages, BB Event, Sports Water by Verna, Jasna Mineral Water, Days Fashion, Excellent Touch Medical Services, Piva Beverages, Savannah International Academy, SIA, Child Dream Foundation Schools, Glow Event, and lead partner National Youth Authority. Also supporting partners Pure Earth, Sweda Ghana, We North, Banyani, Feed Ghana, Sontaba, Girl to Women Foundation, Northern Girl Initiative, Bashawan, Thrive Nest, Women Arise Conference, NORSAC, the Assistance Hub, Women's Support and Activist Group, Glory's Care Foundation, iValley Ghana, and our media partners, we have True TV, Wind and Fire Media, Kesmi FM, Dakbong FM, Vibrant Star Sound Waves, and with the organizations Bashwan, Omi Relief, Sweda Ghana, We North, NORSAC, Sontaba, MTN, Thrive Nest, WOSAC, Omi Relief, Triple S Foundation, Tamale Offline Hangout, Kama, Savlugu, and Afri Youth. So let's give all of them a very big applause. For their support over the years. They've been tremendous, and we only bless God for their lives and how impactful they've been. So please, can we have some few videos
from the media team?
From the media team.
Delivering health services to several communities within and outside the Keta municipality. As important as this facility is in the region, it is faced with several challenges.
The maternity ward formerly, the number of beds that is there, they are not enough. So we are happy that the MTN is coming to help the Keta Municipal Hospital to empower the maternity ward or the hospital.
According to the authorities, the current maternity ward has a bed capacity of only 20, which is inadequate for its over 3,000 maternity and over 680 NICU admissions every year. The high demand for services from the facility results in several patients not getting good services and have to endure harsh conditions to get through their pregnancy. This story is not an isolated one. This project is one of our 3 milestone projects as part of our 25th anniversary celebration, and just happens to be the largest maternity block project we are undertaking since the inception of the initiative. It is also our most expensive project since the inception of the foundation, making this a very special sword-cutting event for us.
It looks like a dream, like impression to me, that such a big project is being brought to us in Angola. I pay much gratitude to Mr. Selom Adadevo. It was through his initiative that this project is being brought to his homeland.
Anytime we come here, we see that you're not just doing an ordinary job. You're doing the work which is going to last for centuries.
And we as a hospital, we are very pleased with the progress of work so far and the quality of work that has been done.
I'm expressing my gratitude to MTN and all those who are here assembled for the purpose of improving Angola State. Thank you.
I'm overexcited to see MTN helping the Keta Municipal Hospital. Thank you, MTN. Long live MTN. Long live Ghana.
I present to you this wonderful plaque to serve as a symbol of action for all that you have done for us.
The king of this.
All right, so a very big thank you, media team, for the clips and the acknowledgement. Let's give it up to the media team for their very great works over the years. So the moment we've been waiting for is here, and a very dignified chairperson is in our midst, in the person of Madam Georgina Asari-Fiagbenu. Lady George, nice to see you this year. Senior Manager, Corporate Communications, MTN. Please, can you kindly give the crowd a wave? Kindly. I'm sure she's also been doing this for the past 8 years, if my memory serves me right. Let's give it up to her one more time.
Okay, so the media team would play a video about her profile, and we are going to watch it before she comes on the stage to speak to us. Media team, please take
Georgina Asari-Fiagbenu is the Senior Manager for Corporate Communications, MTN Ghana. She oversees the execution and implementation of strategies aimed at promoting and maintaining a positive reputation for the MTN Ghana, Mobile Money Limited, and MTN Ghana Foundation. She leads the development and execution of strategies to improve internal and external communications, media relations, community relations, stakeholder management and leadership communications, etc. She started off her career in consulting practice at Strategic Communications, now Stratcom Africa, and managed key accounts such as British Airways and Board of Airlines of Ghana. She later joined SOS Ghana as Head of Communications Fundraising, where she set up the PR and Fundraising Department. She has a degree in Sociology from the University of Ghana, a postgraduate diploma from the School of Communication Studies, and a Master's in Leadership and Governance from the University of Ghana Business School. She holds certification in consulting practice and consulting applications from the Ghana Institute of Consulting. She describes herself as a communications for development advocate and recently started a timekeeping dialogue series, which is an initiative about the importance of timekeeping and its contribution to national and personal development. She has been recognized as one of the top women in PR several times. Gina is an accredited public relations practitioner and an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana. Gina is a blogger and writer. Her first book, The Wish List, is a collection of her articles.
Most of us have been very well inspired by this great video. How many of us are inspired watching a very great woman, going through it all over the years? So with a resounding round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our chairperson for the 10th anniversary of this year's Youth Summit. Please keep clapping. She's a big woman and she needs a big round of applause. You can do much better. Welcome once again.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning once again. It's a pleasure to be here once again. And after being here over and over for the past 8 years, I think it was only COVID that separated us. So we had to do, I think, a virtual version. We've done 2 virtual versions. If Martha is here, she will correct me. But this morning, the person you should clap. Hello. The person you should clap for is yourself for being here early and ready. And your applause shows that you are ready for this engagement. So it's going to be, what's happening to the mic? It's going to be an exciting day. And I'm sure that you'll be happy that you came. So let me once again, thank you. Let me once again say thank you to all of you for being here. And also to Martha for inviting me to be the chairperson for this occasion. And I believe she will explain why she wanted me to be here. And she said several times, although I was pushing towards getting another person, she kept on saying, you are one of the people who have been here from inception. Probably when she started, I wasn't here. But I think from the 3rd to the 10th year, I've always been here to lend my support because the youth is very important to me. I have 4 young people between the ages of 24 and 16. And so I'm a big fan of young people. As a mother of 4 young children, I am so excited when I see the young people of our country using their time profitably. So a big round of applause for yourself once again. And if you've been attending this for a while, I know many of you are attending probably for the first time. Was it 2 years ago? We had Reverend Jesse Jackson, who came here to teach us how to do a proper clap, the wow clap. How many of you know the wow clap? Great, a few of you know it. So, as one of our students groups line up to take their seat, I would like us to learn the wow clap, and that is what we will be doing in between time. I'll make my acceptance speech very brief. I'm almost done because I'm also a time convener. I run timekeeping sessions, and I always tell Martha, we always have to start on time and end on time. So I want to ensure that no speaker overruns their time. As soon as we start, we run, everybody is brief, straight to the point, and we close on time because there are people who are also waiting to catch their flights back to Accra. And so the wow clap, you start with wow, wow. And the third one, you do a big wow and you clap. So you start with wow, wow. And then the third one, you do wow, and you give yourself a big round of applause. So it's 3 wows in a row, with the last one being the loudest, and then it goes with an applause. So you are all students, and I'm sure you will get this. So let's go. Wow. Wow. Excellent, excellent. I see that those in the middle up to this side, they've gotten it. So those of you at the stream end, you are not supposed to say the wow after me. We all go together. It's wow, 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 and then you clap. I hope you get it. So let's try once again. Wow, wow, wow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You are all A students. I'm sure you all excel. Is it 8 A's? Okay, so let's clap. Let's do wow, the last wow for the 8 A's. Wow. 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 That's a lot of 8 A's that we are going to get at the end of all of your study times. So like I said, I don't want us to take too much time. We are expecting our speakers. I'm sure some of them are here. And if they are not here, we run with the activities that are ready. And as they come in, we continue. So please pay attention. I'll hand over to the MCs when I'm done. And I wouldn't want to say too much at this stage because I'll come back again to give my closing remarks. So there's no point in repeating myself. So please stay put, enjoy yourselves. There's a big surprise that is coming up. I don't know if you've been told, a wow surprise, and I'm praying for all of you, one person to get it. So let's enjoy ourselves, and with this, I gladly accept to chair this session of the Youth Empowerment Summit, which is the 10th anniversary session. Let's clap for ourselves, and again, clap for Martha, who started this. Our MCs, please come and take over. Keep clapping as they clap.
You can do much better.
Thank you very much. We can do better for her. Very inspiring. I hope some of you brought your notebooks and pens, or you are making mental notes, because we've learned so much already. We've heard so much from We Not to Pure Ed Ghana, and then to Madame Georgine's speech. I believe we are really inspired. Okay, so at this point, we are going to call on the woman of the moment.
That's right.
Excuse the microphone, it's the work of the devil, but we will overcome. So we are going to call on Martha Annabella herself. Martha inspires, and she is the woman of the moment, the CEO and founder of the Martha Inspires Foundation.
Very workaholic.
She is coming to give us the welcome address. Please celebrate her. She's an amazing woman.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we are here because of her, primarily. Please, continue to give it up for her.
Please, with a standing ovation, let's do this for Martha and Nabila. 10 years running. It's no mean feat.
Yeah. 10 years in the game.
She's really done immensely well, and we continue to say, God bless her. More grace to you. Already greased the elbows, Martha.
Yeah.
Boss, over to you.
Okay. Please, let's have our seats. Good morning, everyone. It's been a dream, but we thank God that today the dream is a reality. It's been a rainy morning, and I believe rains are blessings. And thank you so much for, especially Pana, you were the first school to arrive. Pana arrived here at 7:40 a.m. 7:40, Pana was already here. I'll check with the team to know the second and the third schools that arrived, but you did so well. And then I just want to welcome, I'll come back later with my speech or presentation. It's our 10th anniversary. It's been 10 years running. And people ask me, at what age did you start? When I come back, I'll tell you all about that. But I just want to say thank you so much to every one of you, to our partners, to our sponsors. Without you, this event will not come on today. To our teachers as well, I want to welcome you as well for always being with us and supporting us to bring the students for the Youth Empowerment Summit every day, every year. And especially to our lead sponsor for 8 years. Let's clap for MTN Ghana. MTN Ghana has been our lead sponsor for 8 good years. This year, we are privileged to also have the National Youth Authority be our lead partner for the Youth Empowerment Summit. So, in short, you are all very welcome to the 10th edition of the Martha Inspires Youth Empowerment Summit. It's a great honor to host all of you. If you are watching us on Facebook, welcome to join us. If you are watching us live on Truth TV, thank you so much for joining us. And to our media partner, main media partner, True TV, always having the Youth Empowerment Summit live on True TV to reach out to all the many young people that are unable to participate physically. Thank you so much, and I hope that you will enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you very much, Ms. Martha and Nabila. So as I wait for my co-MC to join me here, co-MC, you are needed. As we wait, let me quickly do some acknowledgements once again. Okay, so on my right, I see the team from Savannah International Academy. Mr. Farouk and the team, nice to see you once again. We have Mr. John Ali, a teacher. Are you here, please? You give us a wave. Okay, we'll do it as and when we know they are all with us here at the 10th anniversary of the Youth Summit in Tamale, right here at the Sanctuary of Wind and Fire. So up next, we have a speaker. So co-MC will going to help us in that regard.
Okay, so up next we are going to invite our first speaker actually, and our first speaker is in the person of Dr. Gloria Dia. Okay, she is a doctor of medical laboratory science. She graduated from the University for Development Studies, and beyond academics, she is passionate about leadership, mentorship, and youth empowerment. She strongly believes that when young people are given the right tools, voice, and platform, they can transform communities in powerful ways. Currently, she serves as the Minister for Gender, Children, and Social Protection at UNYA Ghana. She was recently promoted to that position after serving as the Deputy Minister for Youth Development. She also recently completed her tenure as the National Women's Commissioner for the Federation of Ghana Medical Laboratory Science Students Association. And she's looking forward to contributing to this summit, not just to speak, but to inspire action and be part of the change we all want to see. Very interesting and powerful profile. I believe we are all going to be inspired by what she's about to say to us today. So please, with a resounding applause, let us welcome to the stage Dr. Gloria Gia. Keep clapping.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Oh, is it because of the rain? Hi, everyone. Good morning. Are there some young people in the building? You are still down. Are there some young people in this building? Those on top, are there some young people in this building? Are there some energetic and enthusiastic young people in this building? Then give me yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah. Okay, so since we are in an Assemblies of God church, let's borrow just one of their slogans. One of them, so we will just fix in youth. So when I say youth, you respond, action. I want to feel your energy. I want to feel the vibe. I want to know that, yes, you are a young person. So when I say youth, you respond, action. Youth. Action. Youth. Action. And when I say action, you respond, now. Action. Now. Action. Now. So the third time when I say action, you respond, now. Are we good? Youth. Action. Youth. Action. 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 That was a very interesting one. Should we go again? Youth. Youth. Action. Those say I cannot feel you. Action. Action. So August is no ordinary month for young people like you and I. It's a powerful reminder of our potential, our voice, and our responsibility as young people. So let's walk bold in it. Let's take the lead. Because every year, on 12 August, the world pauses to celebrate the International Youth Day. Do you know that? Did you know that? Just this week, we celebrated the International Youth Day. So you are very, very important. Because the world paused on that day to celebrate you and I. Give yourself a round of applause. So oftentimes they say we are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of tomorrow. But today, myself and every other young person here, we are here to change the narrative. We are not the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of today. I said we are the leaders of what? We are the disruptors of today, and we are the leaders who go to the decision-making table with our own chairs. They say if you look for opportunities, they may never come. So we create the opportunities ourselves by going to the decision-making table with our own chairs. If you are ready to do that, give me a yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this year's theme, Amplifying Youth Voices, Building Legacies, is a very timely one, looking at our conditions right now as young people in our nation, Ghana. This year's theme is a very timely one. Let's give it up for Martha Inspires Foundation for coming up with this theme. An old man once told his brother that when you are young and you don't do certain things as a young person, when you grow up to about 40, 50 years, you regret the things you didn't do when you were young, much more than the things you did or probably the mistakes you made. So as young people, we are here to do what we are supposed to do, to make our country great again. So you ask yourself, who is a young person? I believe someone is sitting here asking him or herself, am I a young person? When they mention Ghanaian youth, am I part? So let's define who a young person is. The World Health Organization has its own definition for youth. Commonwealth has its own. The African Youth Charter has its own. But since we are in Ghana, let's define youth from the Ghana's Children's Act 1998, Act 560. So the Ghana's Children's Act 1998, Act 560 describes a young person as someone between the ages of 15 and 35. Did you know that Ghana has a vast youthful population? Okay, so Ghana has 60% of its population between the ages of 15 and 35. That is impressive. That is very impressive. It's massive. So we as young people, if we decide to take charge and do what we are supposed to do, take up the responsibility of amplifying our voices, we are going to do massively great. And so today I'm here to encourage someone out there that be bold, take the lead, and you are going to build the legacies we all want to see. I already mentioned that Ghana has a vast youthful population, yet there is low youthful representation in decision making. Yet, less than 9% of Ghana's parliamentarians are less than the age of 35. You can do your own research and you know that what I'm saying is true. Yet, the National Youth Policy that was reviewed in 2022 was reviewed under the auspices of a man who is 45 years old. That man reviewed, or he saw that the National Youth Policy, a policy that's supposed to guide youth development in our country, was reviewed under the auspices of a 45-year-old man. We can all bear witness by the Ghana's Children's Act 1998, Act 560, that man is out of the official youth age bracket. So why do we sit down as young people and allow this to happen to us? And interestingly, we are the ones suffering with all the challenges coming up. Talk of climate change, talk of mental health issues, talk of access to employment and good livelihood, talk of good quality education, quality healthcare. So if we are the ones living through all the challenges, why are we not waking up? Why are we not taking the lead and owning up to do what we are supposed to do as young people by amplifying our voices to build the legacies, build a future for the younger generation? It will also interest you to know that the future generation, that's the younger generation I'm talking about, they form about 20% or more than that of the population in Ghana. So if we are 60% and they are more than 20%, the old, in quotes, the old men and women making decisions for us are making decisions for about 80% of people. So there is an adage in Akan that says, the otini janu nenim said yes. Let me translate it so you don't get confused. It means the one sitting inside the fire or beside the fire knows how much heat he or she is retaining from it. So if I already mentioned that we are the ones living through the challenges of today, why are we not the ones solving the problems? Who better help solve the problems than those living in the middle of it? We are the ones living in the middle of all those challenges. So we might as well get up and take up our responsibilities by amplifying our voices to build the future we all want to see. Okay, so someone will ask, where do I amplify my voice? How do I do this? I will explain that briefly by using the multidimensional poverty indicators. Ghana, as at now, has 24.3% of its population to be multidimensionally poor. And that has to do with some indicators. Talk of social protection, security and peace, gender equality and social inclusion, quality health and education, access to employment, and a whole lot. So amplifying of your voice is not about getting a stage like this to talk. It's not about speaking loud. Because when we say amplify, I mean, what comes into your mind is to speak loud. So it's not about speaking loud. It's about taking responsibilities and taking actions that will affect the lives of communities. Taking actions that affect real situations. Taking positive actions to effect change in our community. So that is amplifying of your voice. So I already mentioned that we are going to explain that using the multidimensional poverty index. And I mentioned some indicators. I also mentioned that Ghana has 24.3% of its population being multidimensionally poor. You may not believe it, but that's the reality ground. You might not see it because we live in a country where we have middle-class individuals who solve national problems using private solutions. So there is a hinge, or there is a problem or a challenge with our education system. You see the middle-class individual just take their children to private schools or fly their children abroad. Instead of all of us coming together as young people to solve the issue at hand, they will take their children abroad. And those who cannot afford to take their children abroad will have to sit in the challenge. In that case, the person has solved the issue privately, but publicly or community-wise, the issue hasn't been solved. I'll give you another example. Let's assume there is a community with no street lights, and because of that, there are a lot of social vices ongoing in that community. You see the middle-class individual, some of them will get street lights for their house, they will fence their house, put electric gates, and the entire community is dark, but their house and their immediate surroundings are lights up. They have solved the issue, but they have solved it privately. It doesn't affect any change in the community. So don't be the middle-class individual who seek to effect a change just for your own benefit. Seek to effect a change for the benefit of the entire community. Because that is how we build legacies. If you do something and it affects only you, or you are the only one benefiting from it, I will not call that a legacy. A legacy is something that affects generations upon generations. People will come, still enjoy from it, and it will be there. It will last long. So a legacy should last long. There is a young lady, I don't know if the media can help me. There's a young lady called Greta Thunberg in Sweden. She went to school and learned about climate change. So her teacher told her about climate change. She had knowledge. So the first thing is knowledge. She had knowledge of climate change and saw how it affects our communities. It affects farmers with regards to the change in the weather and all that. So she had knowledge and decided that every Friday, instead of going to school, she will go and sit in front of the Sweden parliament with her placard that states School for Climate. That was the only... That was the only thing she did. She wrote on the placard just that and sat in front of the Sweden parliament for weeks. So every day, the parliamentarians will be going and coming. They will see this young girl. It communicates something to them. She didn't really speak. It communicated something to them. It got to a point that when she finally had a chance to speak, every other school child in Sweden decided to take Friday off to join her in the campaign for climate. So that is change. That is a legacy. And up till now, she is a climate activist in Sweden. Yes. So that's School for Climate. She wrote it in their language. Let me put it that way. So that's what she did. So you are not too young. She is now 22 years. At the time she started this, she was 15 years. Just 15 years. So you are not too young to effect a change in your community. In your school, you realize that maybe you have one or two physically challenged people. And as part of the multidimensional poverty indicators, we have social inclusion, gender equality. And you know that your school is a story building. There are some people, physically challenged people, who can't get to the top of the building because there are no ramps or lifts for them. That's social exclusion. They have been excluded. What are you doing as a young person to include these people? Just in case there is something ongoing and they have to get to the top. How do they get to the top? Should they face danger because the school or the society refuse to include them in social activities? No. So we shouldn't sit down and allow certain things to happen. Once you see a change, once you see a problem or a challenge, you should find ways and means, come together and effect a change. Last year in Kenya, 2024, the young people came together as one. So it's a collective responsibility. They came together as one to protest against their government for implementation of taxes. And they were able to do it. They did that 2 whole weeks. They effected a change because at the end of the day, their president came out to say something. And the tax was scraped off. So amplifying of our voices is a collective responsibility. It's something we all have to come together and do. Aristotle once said that the purpose of knowledge is acting, not more knowledge. So once you have knowledge like this, it's not just seeking to know more. The little you know, you act on it. As you act on it, you get to have more knowledge about it, and you continue to effect a change with more action. Are there some young people in the building? I still can't feel your vibe. Are there some young people in this building? Youth! Hey, you have forgotten. Youth! Action! 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 Okay, so with one accord and with a patriotic citizens as we are, let's be on our feet. Let's be on our feet as we sing the National Youth Anthem. The media can help us. The National Youth Anthem.
Rise on the youth for your country, the nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country.
Action. Arise, Ghana youth. Please, do you get it? That's why I came with the Ghana flag. Action. Okay. So media, please, can we start? Sorry for that.
Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all equal. We are all equal. We are all equal in building a motherland. We are all equal. We are all equal. We are all equal in building a motherland.
Kindly have your seats.
Wow. Very powerful and inspiring presentation.